Hello everyone. We are studying the chapter of flower, and in the previous sessions you have received the video lectures A and B on this chapter, that is flower. And in the previous video lectures you have studied about the different parts of a flower, their function, and the different types of this calyx and corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Their arrangement of stamens we have already studied in the previous video lectures. So this is the third part of the flower, chapter flower, that is the C part. And today we are going to study about the floral roles and the sex. Different terms have been given to the flowers depending upon the presence of all the four floral roles or absence of some roles. As you all know, children, a flower has four roles and they are arranged from outside to inside in the manner that is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. And depending upon the presence of all these four floral roles or the absence of the some of the roles, these are the flowers may be complete flower and incomplete flower. So complete flower. The flower is said to be complete if all the four floral roles, that is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, are present. If a flower having all the four floral roles, that is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, are present, then it is known as a complete flower. Example, hibiscus and petunia. As in this diagram of flower, you can see here, children, this is the calyx, then this is the corolla or petals. A single unit is known as the petal. Then stamens or androecium, collectively they are known as, and the carpel or the pistil, that is the gynoecium. Here in this flower you can see here all the four floral roles. That is why this flower is called as a complete flower. Now, incomplete flower. If one or more floral role is lacking in the flower, it is said to be incomplete flower. Now, if a flower is lacking in any of the role, any one role is absent, then it is known as incomplete flower. Depending upon the absence of roles, these are further of the following types. Now, if all the four roles are present, it is known as a complete flower. If any one role is missing, then it is known as an incomplete flower. Now, according to the absence of these roles, the flowers are of following types. Staminate. The flower is said to be male or staminate if the pistil or gynoecium is either absent or is non-functional. So the flowers having only three roles, that is calyx, corolla and stamens. Gynoecium is absent or it is non-functional. So the flowers in which gynoecium is absent, such flowers are known as the staminate. And gynoecium, if it is present but it is non-functional, that means it is not taking part in the sexual reproduction, then that non-functional gynoecium is known as pistillode. So flowers having only stamens are known as staminate, and the flower with the non-functional gynoecium are known as pistillode. Now about the pistillate. It is the flower in which pistil is present, but androecium is either absent or non-functional. So flowers in which calyx, corolla and pistil is present. Pistil is present, androecium is either absent or it is non-functional. That means these flowers, pistillate flowers, do not have androecium or stamens. If they do not have androecium, the flowers are known as pistillate. But If the stamens are there and they are non-functional, such flowers are known as staminodes, as in orchid canna. Understood, children? So, complete flower is a flower with all the four floral roles. Incomplete flower is a flower in which any one of the role is absent. And according to the absence of these roles, the flowers are staminate and pistillate. Staminate means only the stamens or androeciums are present, and pistillate means only the gynoecium is present. Pistillode means the flowers having functional stamens and non-functional gynoecium. It is known as pistillode. And staminode means these flowers having stamens. Sorry, pistillate means the flower has pistil but they absence of androecium. Such flowers are known as pistillate flowers, and if the androecium is present and it is non-functional, then it is known as staminode. Now about the neuter flower. The flower is said to be neuter if both the androecium as well as gynoecium are absent. So in neuter flowers, it is both androecium and gynoecium are absent. Androecium and gynoecium, as they are known as the essential part of the flower, and both these essential parts are absent. So such flowers are known as neuter. Example is ray florets of sunflower. Now bisexual or hermaphrodite. The flowers having both the essential roles, that is androecium and gynoecium, are termed as perfect or bisexual or intersexual or hermaphrodite. That means bisexual or hermaphrodite flowers are those flowers in which both the essential roles, that is this androecium and gynoecium, are present. So such flowers are known as the bisexual flowers. They are also known as hermaphrodite. Example is petunia, hibiscus, mustard, etc. Now unisexual. The flowers having either the male reproductive organs, that is androecium, or the female reproductive organs, that is gynoecium, are said to be unisexual flowers. Example, gourd flower. Now see here. In bisexual, both the essential roles, that is androecium and gynoecium, are present. But in unisexual flowers, either the stamens are or the androecium is present or the gynoecium is present. So such flower, only one essential role is present, that is either androecium is present or gynoecium is present. So such flowers are known as the unisexual flowers. In case the flowers are unisexual, both the male and female flowers may be present on the same plant or different plants. Accordingly, the plants are categorized as. Now, in this case of flowers, that means unisexual flowers. That means unisexual means either the male or the female flowers are present. So in such case, the male and female flowers are born on the same plant. Some are male flowers, some are female flowers. That means flowers with stamens or androecium are known as male flowers, and the flowers with only gynoecium are known as female flowers. So a plant having both male and female flowers, that means they are either born on the same plant or they are born on the different plants. So accordingly, they are categorized. Now we will see this categorization. Monoecious plants. Now, when both the male and female unisexual flowers are present on the same plant, it is said to be monoecious. Example, gourd, maize, cucumber, etc. Monoecious means, see here in this diagram, these are the male flowers. Male flowers means they are having only androecium. And in the same plant, you can see here the female flowers. That means these flowers have only gynoecium. So male flowers and female flowers, they are born on the same plant, and such plants which have both the male and female flowers are known as the monoecious plants. An example is maize, cucumber. Now the dioecious plants. When the male and female flowers are born on different plants, they are called dioecious plants. Now, here in this male and female flowers are born on the same plant. But in dioecious, this one plant is having only the male flowers, another flower is having only the female flowers. So such plants, they are known as the dioecious plants. An example is papaya, palm, mulberry. Naked, naked flower. Now, flower is said to be naked if both the sepals and petals are lacking completely. Example, beetle. Now, see here. In naked flowers, sepals and petals both are absent. That is the non-essential part of the flower. They are absent. They don't have petals and sepals. They are lacking completely, and such flowers are known as naked flowers. Example is beetle. Depending upon the floral symmetry. Symmetry means arrangement of floral organs around the axis of a flower. Now, you have seen the diagram of this flower. In this flower, all the floral rolls are arranged in a symmetry. See here. Arrangement of floral organs around the axis of a flower. Flowers can be categorized into two types. Now, depending upon the floral symmetry, flowers are of two types: actinomorphic or regular flower and zygomorphic. Now, actinomorphic, what is an actinomorphic flower? A cyclic flower. Cyclic flower means a flower having all these rolls which are arranged in a cycle or in a roll, in a ring, which can be divided into two equal halves, which are mirror images of each other by any vertical plane, is said to be an actinomorphic flower. In actinomorphic plant, if we divide the plant in a vertical section, that means that flower can be divided into two equal halves by any vertical plane. By any vertical plane means, see here, suppose this is a flower. If we will divide this flower like this, it will have the mirror images. But if we will cut this flower like this, they are not the mirror images. So when we can divide this plant, or when we can cut this flower in through any vertical sections, they are the mirror images. Here they are not the mirror images. If you will cut like this, some more parts will be here, less part will be here. So this is not an actinomorphic flower. In actinomorphic flower, in any way, if we will cut the flower by any vertical plane, they are the mirror images, and such flowers are known as actinomorphic flower. Example, petunia and mustard. Zygomorphic flower, a flower that can be divided into two similar halves, which are the mirror images of each other by only one plane, is said to be zygomorphic flower, that is P. salvia. In zygomorphic flower, children, we can divide it into two similar halves, and both the halves are the mirror images and of each other by only one plane. If we will cut it or divide it by only one plane, then they are the mirror images, and such flowers are known as the zygomorphic flowers. So children, here we end this session. So today we have studied about the complete flower, incomplete flower, and in incomplete flower, the different staminate and pistillate, bisexual flowers and unisexual flowers. Here the monoecious plants, that means a plant having both male and female flowers. They are born on the same plant. Dioecious, they are born on the male flowers are born on one plant, female flowers are born on another plant. And naked, they do not have sepals and petals. So here we have studied about the different terms or different terms of flower. So in the next session, children, that is the D part, we will study about placentation and inflorescence. So go through this, read it, learn all these definitions with example. Bye, children.